Hi everybody, it's January 1st, 2026. The concept of effort can be pretty tricky sometimes because, as you know, sometimes when you don't give any regard to a situation or a task, when you don't care about it at all, sometimes you create your most masterful outcomes. You strike rich in terms of creativity. You execute the plan exactly or exceedingly. And sometimes when you care a lot, you produce something that is very disappointing or non-gratifying. So the concept of effort has to be looked at in a certain way where you realize that effort is only one part of the total schematic of the situation. Effort is vital. Effort can be an engine. Effort can be motivating or inspiring, but you also have to have some kind of you have to tune into the rest of your consciousness and the rest of the situation in order to either learn from the situation or execute your plan and your intentions in a way where they're gratifying and they are progressing towards something greater, or they produce a finite outcome that you can live with and that you are pleased with. So that gets me to thinking about the dynamics of a mind at leisure. I would say I could be very hardworking sometimes, but when my mind or when my mood is in the total leisure mode, I can produce thoughts and concepts and relate to my life in creative manners. So I would say taking advantage of a mind at leisure, one thing you can do is just to make time to give yourself the opportunity to be free from obligations. And doing this routinely and consistently, your mind starts to go out of the bounds of your usual daily grind. You start to see things at a higher perspective from a higher vantage point, and then you can make connections, and you can apply it to your duty mode of your life. So making a routine schedule for freeing your mind from obligations is going to introduce a creativity into your life if you can take advantage of that free mind space that you give yourself. And another way to cash in on the dynamics of a mind at leisure is to allow those leisurely thoughts, allow those carefree mental works, help them make it to something that you could record. Not necessarily write down or video record or voice memo or whatever, what have you, but just let some of those thoughts come out of you and record them and remember them. And when you do this, it's not only just to get ahead or to create something. You get a picture of yourself. A picture of yourself that nobody else could reflect back to you. A picture of yourself that comes from your own inner being, from the being behind your body, the being behind your mind and your thinking. Once you get a kind of mock-up of what you are that nobody else can see and that nobody else can bring out of you, you start to feel a sense of pride of being alive. And it's not a toxic pride. It's more of a holistic pride of being alive and being able to exist in this world. Even though there are hardships and there are annoyances and things don't always go your way, if you allow your leisurely mindscape to give you an insight into who you really are, that's a powerful starting point. And the last thing about the dynamics of a mind at leisure is developing a work ethic. I like to create and to work on things because they bring me joy. But it wouldn't be, and I like to work hard and make money so I could buy things that I can use in my life for whatever I may have them lined up for. But it is the times that I am free from obligation, as I said before. It is those times that fuel my work ethic, because they give me. It's almost like having a home base in a video game. You go out and do your work, you come back, and you stock up. You take stock of what you have. You take inventory of your injuries and your gains and your whatever material, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, whatever you have gained from being out in the field, and back at your home base, you start to weave all this information into a pointed plan for your working life. So a mind at leisure, the dynamics of it is they create a balance in order to drive you into being a workhorse or a force in your own life. So I hope this helps. Thanks.